Alright, hello everyone, how's it going? This is Christopher, of course, and Mikey All-Star here, and today we have a little bit of a different video. Oh yeah, kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on some cool stuff, some stuff that I found, some stuff that I've been putting together and everything like that, because, you know, working on some larger videos after I finish up a new episode of Sherlock Holmes, and maybe another episode of Comical Issues. I'm going to be walking in on making Ian Turner the big spy video I want to make, so I'm very excited for that. Been wanting to make it for over a decade now, so it'll be nice to actually have that done. So that's going to be sort of a big focus. That's going to mean that I'm going to slow down a little bit on making videos. There's a few more that I want to make that I don't really want to get into just yet, but anyways, enough of that though. Kind of wanted to give you guys a little view at some cool stuff. So as you know, I'm like the #1 Atlantis guy here. I've got every Atlantis set except for the ones I don't have. And anyways, so this is a really fun build right here. This is of course the Neptune carrier, and this sort of really ignited my passion for you know, some of these older sets and stuff like that I have sort of lying around in bags and stuff that haven't really been put together. So I was like, oh, you know, it'd be kind of cool if I made a little Atlantis you know, themed like little display. The problem was though, look at this guy right here. This guy right here, he was taking up too much space. That's Poe Dameron's X-Wing. It's also Poe Dameron's Dust Wing, more like. If you see that, I dust my sets very often, as you can see. This there's literally, okay, maybe, alright, hold on. Little speck right there. Otherwise, dust-free. What can I say, guys? I'm a professional at this thing. Anyways, though, I was like, oh, you know, this guy's a little lonely. I mean, I've got some cool guys there. We got the gang there. We got the pilot right there. We've got this guy right there. This little piece attaches, which is awesome. Such a cool set. You even have this little rack right here that it does not fit in there. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, I could put it in here. No, I cannot put that in there. That's fine. It's fine. They just dropped it there. They're like, alright, just in case we need that. Got this little Stingray guy. He's actually really friendly. You'd think his name is Ray, but it's actually Jimmy. So it's Jimmy. Say hi to Jimmy. Anyways, so I found this cool little like Atlantis type display. This is actually an Aquaman thing. It's like Atlantis Aquaman. I mean, he literally lives in Atlantis, so it's fine. But I've kind of figured this is kind of cool, kind of a little cool piece to add into this little Atlantis themed display right here. I put a dead guy there, a little diver guy that got a little too ambitious, and there's like one of those little pieces they're looking after, the little like key. I don't know what they're called, but they're cool. All right, and anyways, I was like, oh, this is cool and all, but what if now that I have room, maybe I could reassemble a set. I did. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is awesome. This is the Seabed Scavenger. It was very easy to rebuild because it was basically like, I pretty much put it in the bag as is, to be honest. I just had to attach like a few things here and there and stuff, but yeah, it looks really nice. Love it. Love it. Got a cool little buzzsaw, some cool bionicle pieces there, which is pretty awesome. I got a little diver in there. This guy was just sitting right here, but I put him in there, so that was cool. My dream one day is to eventually have some like really cool displays. I want to have like my ideal setup would be some nice shelves and stuff like that, where I can have like this shelf is like the Atlantis display, this shelf is like the Marvel display and stuff like that. I have a lot of Star Wars stuff, so it's mostly going to be Star Wars, but I want to have some sets, some shelves that are devoted to a few different themes, and one of those obviously is Atlantis. My dream is to one day get the HQ, the Explorer HQ or whatever it's called. As I said, I never got as a kid, but it's a really cool set, and I feel like it would really tie everything together. I'd also love to, I've got a few other sets that I can rebuild that I have lying around. Some of the sets I sadly did not save, so that's unfortunate, but I'm trying to think of like what's like a cool set that I didn't save. I don't think I saved the turtle right there. You can see that was a cool one. I had a lot of the first wave. I think I pretty much had all of the first wave. I didn't get really much of the second wave and the yellow ones either, but yeah, there was a lot of cool sets. I had those. I wish I could find that little small one. Not that important, and I could probably like piece it together, to be honest. I don't think there's really any unique pieces in there, so that's probably really easy. But the only problem is the diver. I'll have to figure that out. I don't have it anymore. I have some diver pieces. I don't have enough to make a diver though, sadly. But anyways, Yeah, this thing looks great. It's very simple, not a lot of pieces to be honest, but it really comes together nicely. I like it quite a bit. I prefer the Neptune carrier, of course, but the seabed scavenger is nice too. So I also have the squid gates, and I have the shark. So I think one day I'll probably build the shark and like have him like, you know, one day I'll like set this up and have it cool. Maybe I'll like, make little like custom like coral pieces and stuff like that, and maybe fish or something like that, and then I'll have like the shark like raw, you know, for them to like have some sort of conflict there. So anyways, yeah, I thought that looked kind of nice. I'm very excited for some more Atlantis, but yeah, I think this is pretty much it for now as far as the Atlantis stuff. I don't really have enough room, but one day I'd like to add like maybe 2 more sets with the headquarters there, and then of course the shark, and I think that'll be it. I don't want to collect all of the Atlantis sets. I mean, that would be pretty cool, honestly, but I'm pretty satisfied with this. This is nice. This is nice. Just want to fill this out and make it sort of like almost like a diorama and stuff like that with some more like Lego pieces and stuff like that. So that's the dream one day. I also just built this recently, the Torrent new set this year. Very nice. The figures are amazing. The figures. Hold on a second. Hold on. Take a look at this. This is one of the figures you get. Unique, but no, that's not it. You get this cool pilot guy. This guy, legendary. Some people are like, oh, the printing, you know, like the lines right here for the visor, they don't go all the way like they do on the box. It's perfect. This is great. This is great. This is lovely. The temptation to buy 2 of these is high. I won't do it, but it is tempting. I mean, having 2 of these guys and 2 of those, that's pretty cool. I never had the original one as a kid, so this is a really cool set to have. This Ventress figure is awesome. I love the purple. Immaculate. I love that we're getting new versions of the Clone Wars minifigures because they've kind of aged. Some of them look good, others are... There's something, I'll tell you what. But got this guy right there. I got Obi-Wan Kenobi. These 3 minifigures are probably 3 of the best minifigures of the year for me personally, as far as Star Wars goes. Really good stuff there. I also have Clone Wars Padme here. Very good stuff. Added her, gave her dual molded legs. They don't actually have those in the set, but this looks perfect. It really ties it together in my opinion. Anyways, speaking of Star Wars, before we end off this video, I found something. I found some surprising things. This right here is my closet. And I have some stuff in there that I have not built. There's like a Lego movie set in there I haven't built. That's pretty cool. I'll probably build it one day, I think. There's also the First Order TIE Fighters in there that I didn't build either. I just took all the minifigures, so that's great. I hope all the pieces are there. I think it's okay. I like the original TIE Fighter more, but I think it's alright. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'll probably build that. I might build that one day. I don't know. But I was very confused, but I found my copy of the Moano. This is the original Moano. I had the one from Guardians 2, and I thought that was this one because I found it, because I never built that either, because I was a stupid guy that used to just buy a set to get the minifigures and didn't build it. So I found the bag for that, where I put all the pieces in there. Theoretically all the pieces. I could be missing some. I was like, alright. I was like, oh, maybe I'll rebuild that. And then I found this, and I was really confused. Like, wait, is this open? And it wasn't open. I was really confused. At first I thought I retaped it, and I kept out the bag for some reason. But no, as it turns out, I had 2 Moanos. I had the one from Guardians 2, which is pretty good. I like the colors on that one maybe a little more. I wish this was orange instead of like this sort of yellow, like this sort of dandelion yellow. It still looks great though, don't get me wrong. And the Guardians 2 one is orange, so I do like that. But the Guardians 2 one is much smaller. I don't think the design is as good, personally. Maybe there's some things it does better than this one, but this one looks just fantastic. I'm very excited to build it and put it on display. I'll probably do a video on that maybe when it's all built and stuff like that. I'm only on bag number. I just did bag 1 and 2 today. I like savoring stuff. I like building 1 bag a day. I'm a 1 bag a day guy, except for today, which I built 2 bags. That's okay. But anyways, this is a really sweet set. I like this a lot. Very excited to build the rest of it and put it on display. Yeah, so that was a really fun find. I was very confused, and I was like, wait, this is straight up just it's just in the box. So. And apparently this Ronin figure is worth like $30, which is insane. But I mean, it's a cool figure. Don't get me wrong. It's probably probably up there with some of the best like Marvel figures. Honestly, it looks really good. Here's what I got so far. It's basically done. This looks basically like what it looks like in the movie, honestly. See? Just like the movie. And I wanted to display the minifigures of it too, so I built this little minifigure stand there. I'm gonna put all the guys there. These two are not actually from the set, but I had them. I was like, why not? Kind of wish Groot had the taller legs, like the 3 tall legs, like from Woody from Toy Story, but that's okay. Still looks cool. I have the built one too. I wasn't gonna use that because it's just too big, but it's cool. And I think I found the set where Rocket and Groot come from. I have that set, but I think I have 2 of those sets, and I think one of them is sealed in my closet. I'm like 99% certain. I didn't look at it. I didn't really get it out because I already have that set, and I don't know. I just didn't want to like take it out or whatever. But yeah, I figured this would be kind of cool to add that there. Then, of course, you know, Gamora and Drax will go in there too, so that looked pretty cool. I wanted to also leave the jets sort of like, I like the sort of the dynamic sizing of this. Like, you've got Rocket, who's smaller, and you've got, you know, Star-Lord, who's a little taller now because of the jets and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to play with, so I'm excited to put this with the Milano there. But anyways, here is the coolest thing. So I swore that I had this. I was like, I had to have had this, right? It's a set that I freaking think is awesome. I've never had one of these sets before. Well, until actually I got the one from the sequel trilogy, which is pretty cool too. It's a really nice looking set. It's freaking massive. But I was like, I swore I had this. I looked at my closet like a month or 2 ago, and it's like I didn't see it. It's like I swore that I put it in my closet. I was like, maybe I'm misremembering. I didn't have it. No, I had it. It's this. This is sealed in the box, which is cool. It's in really good condition too, as far as the box. You can definitely, you know, there's little whatever. But I don't care about boxes, man. I have some boxes over there. That's just because I don't know why those are over there, honestly. I can just throw those away. I probably will do that later. But anyways, this is really cool. This is massive. This is 13 inches by 13, I think 13 and a half, 13.4 inches by 13.5. I have the one from Last Jedi up there, which is pretty sick. I thought about replacing it, like taking that down and bagging it up and then putting that there, but nope. I'm gonna put the original trilogy one right there. I think that should be enough room. That looks like enough room. I haven't measured it out, but I'm pretty certain that's enough room. Also, the Moana will probably go right there too. So, anyways, very excited to build this. I'll probably start building this after the Moana. Looks like it's very posable too. So that was a really nice find. I'm really excited to build this. I'm super glad that I picked this up back in 2014. So, and I'm glad that I saved it too. So now I can actually build it. I did this with the Razor Crest as well. I had the Razor Crest when it first came out, and then I finally built it. So now I get to do that again with this. But this is actually much older, so that's cool. Kind of surprised I didn't put like Luke Skywalker in this. You know, like to have him like hanging off of, you know, like one of the older AT-AT sets. That's actually the set that I saw that I really wanted a lot, but of course I think like either at the time was out of was retired, or it was just a set that I couldn't afford. So I was like, oh, so when I saw this, I was like, yes, finally a childhood dream of mine to have this set. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm kind of surprised I didn't add like a Pilot Luke or something in there, but honestly I don't care because I have like a million of those Pilot Luke minifigures, man. They make so many of those. So honestly, maybe it's better that it doesn't have it in there. And the cool thing is too, I would love to set up a Hoth display. I've got a lot of different Hoth sets. I have like the little like medical chamber thing. I have and here there's an Echo 1 set. Or what am I saying? Echo 1. There's a yeah, Echo base set in there. I think I was getting Ghostbusters with the Ecto 1 confused with Echo base, so close enough. I have a snow speeder up there too. There's like a little shelf in my closet. There's a snow speeder up there, so one day I can make a pretty cool Hoth mock. I wish I had the Hoth Wampa Cave still. That was a classic set that I loved as a kid, but I'm pretty sure I don't. I do have the Wampa and stuff like that, but I don't have the rest of the actual set, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. But I could use this to make a pretty cool Hoth little display and stuff like that. I could get a white base plate and do some snow stuff. I've got actually, there's a Hoth set around here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Look at all this. Let's see. I may have put it somewhere else, actually. I don't I don't remember where it is. There's also another Hoth set. Actually, I think yeah, I don't know. I'll find it. It's fine. It's pretty cool. It's like a little like trench set. I could use that, and I also have like I have the classic Hoth battle pack, the Rebel Trooper battle pack. That's a cool. Oh, it's up here actually. There it is. Yeah, I have this, which is pretty cool. I moved this because I actually made this into a little episode 4 display. I've got, you know, one of my favorite sets right here. I've got the X-Wing. People sometimes ask me what my favorite set is, and I'm like, I forget everything except for like the Neptune carrier, so I usually mention the Neptune carrier. But this is also another one of my favorites too, the X-Wing. I've got so many of these. I've got like 4 of these. I've got the original one. I've got 2 of the ones where they use this newer color, which is nice. I've got one of the older ones too, from like 2011 or I don't know. So I got too many of these, man. But I like them. I think they're really cool. It's probably one of my favorite little like Star Wars ships. But yeah, I wanted to make a little episode 4 display. I got this. I made this little Tusken camp there from The Mandalorian. I thought that was cool. There's Ben's house back there, which I recovered from one of my bins. And then of course I have the boarding the Tantive 4, one of my personal favorites too. Love that. And also, as it turns out, I had extra pieces. These extra pieces, like, oh, those are probably to replace that if you wanted to. No, I just forgot to put them there. So I gotta find those. I don't know where they are, but it looks fine without it, so it's alright. But I was looking at other people's sets, like, wait a second, I did not put those there. That's why those are extra. They weren't just to replace those little pieces that look like they got blown off. They're actually like part of the set. So that's fine. Anyways, yeah, Atlantis is awesome, and I found that, which is I'm very grateful for. So you will see that again in a video, I think, as well as the Milano. Those are cool.